is Finatics Tropical Fish. I bought this store existing about 3 years ago. I'm an enthusiast for the fish hobby for the last, my entire life. Worked in and out of that hobby for pretty much my entire adult career, and finally got around to actually buying my own shop. Really excited to be here, to be able to offer exotic fish in our location. I bought this store in October of 2017, so it's been here about 3.5 years under my management. So the beginning of my odyssey with tropical fish goes back to when I was 7 years old. For Christmas, I got a 15-gallon tank, and it was like the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. I was a middle child, and the idea that I got the biggest gift under the tree that year was just blew my mind. So the next week we went to the first time I'd ever been to a tropical fish store. I saw all the fish that I saw in the books, and I was hooked from that time on. So what I like about the Uptown is it's a very niche community. Some people complain that we have a hard time getting people to come across Yakima, but the people who love the Uptown are very loyal to us. It's not uncommon for me to be here late and see people just still doing the walk around, still driving through the lot, even in late hours of the evening. It's a pretty tight community. We know many of the other business owners around the Uptown, and we have customers that I'll be in another shop talking to a business owner and see my customers here that are also, at one of the other boutiques in the store or in the center. Oh, who is my favorite fish? Man, that's like asking me which one of my kids is my favorite, but we have a lot of favorites here. Stanley, we call him Flat Stanley, is our stingray. He's a littoral freshwater stingray from the Amazon. I've had him since he was a little pup. He's about half size now, and he's a fan favorite, definitely one of mine. He's like having a little puppy. Also, Martha, our puffer, she's an Imbu puffer, which is the giant freshwater puffer. She's also a fan favorite, and she's so interactive. When I come over to do video for her, she gets all excited and just can't wait to be part of the action. The truth is, though, I haven't met a fish I don't like. We have 180 tanks of freshwater fish here, and I got 180 favorite tanks. So how did COVID-19 affect us? Dramatically, I guess is the word. We're a pet store, and under a pet store, we had the ability to be open, but because we were only 1,000 square feet, it really limited the number of people we could have in here. Under phase 1 and phase 2 guidelines, we were only allowed to have 6 people in our showroom at a time, and that included employees. So if we had 2 employees here, that meant 4 people, which on a busy Saturday was not unlikely for us to have 20, 25 people trying to get inside here and take a look at things. Our aisles were way too tight. We were trying to shove every bit of glass in here we could so we could have a great display for people to check out. But when COVID happened and the lockdown started, that became obvious it was a really poor choice. It made it really hard for us to be open and be safe. We opted to be curb service for the first half of the lockdown. Late on, we adopted an appointment-only stance that wasn't ideal, to be absolutely honest, but it got us through. We were not operating at the level that we were before the pandemic, right before things shut down. The maturity of our business was such that we were really catching fire. We were making records every day, every week, and the COVID put a tamp down on all of that. We managed to limp through. I cut staff. We ran specials. I picked up a YouTube channel that we're very active on. We're active on all our social medias, and we're able to limp through. We probably were a 20% drop overall year to year, which really a lot of people had a lot worse. The part that was hard for me and for the shop was that we were on about a 25 to 30% increase schedule. So the swing was about more like 40, 45%, maybe 50% down from what we had hoped to be month on month for the entire year. So I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for most of my working career. I have another small business in the old part of Richland, and I started that 22 years ago with my late wife. Buying this business as a second business here in the Uptown has been a real journey for me. From going from doing something that I enjoyed and paid the bills to something that I really was always wanting to do. The Uptown is a lot of fun because it's a little slice of history. Just doing a remodel project here, we'll come across layers of different people's dreams right here in this space or in the next space over. This building's been here since probably the 1950s, and it's in the paint and the walls. There's just history all around it.